Okay. I think I'm good. You can probably hear. Yeah, if you hear shouts, the little one discovered that he can shout like that he has to pee or poo, and two parents are immediately responding because he's without his diaper. So it's like a ceremony. We put him down to sleep at 8, and then we have an hour of each 5 minutes. I need to pee, I need to poo, I need to pee, I need to poo. So,
You learned the summon parent spell.
Yeah. Okay, so let's kind of make summarize what happened last session, mainly for Brian. But we all probably need some refresher. So if I omit something important, then don't be afraid to remind me. So last time, you have been introduced to basically the court of Duke Zalto. This is the fire giant who rules Iron Slag, which is the name of the fort you are all in. And if you are logged into Roll20 and into our campaign, you can probably see the map of at least the parts that you have visited of the fort. So you have been basically led in through huge double doors, and then you have witnessed this gigantic assembly hall. There is a construct twice the size of a giant brandishing this vicious looking sword. This construct looks almost done, and there is a mighty forge just next to it in the assembly hall. You were taken to an elevator operated by slaves, dwarfs that were taken from a location called Dead Snow. This is one of the pieces of information you gathered a while back in Bryn Shander. And basically you were introduced to Duchess Brimskarda. This is Duke Zalto's wife, and there are two annoying children. Cinderhild, she's a young female fire giant, and Zolt Amber, who is the young son of Duke Zalto. Is he shouting, Daddy? I think he is. Oh my god. Ma! Let me see what's going on there. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, you can take it.
Summarize.
Yeah, do it. Go for it.
All right. So, previously on, so the merchant that we stole that demon from, apparently he has like his vehicle behaves like that bus in Harry Potter, which is like it just like flies through the streets and like through different like I don't know, it just flew like through a wormhole or something and took us to these fire giants. We're still in the Forgotten Realms, like our plane, but we're like in some mountain where the fire giants are. And once we got there, he gave them what he was transporting to them was the heart of some titan, some fire titan or something like that was used by the dwarves before. That was stolen by a devil, right?
A drow.
Was it a drow?
But yeah, she appeared to be a normal drow, but she clearly isn't.
She is with normal drows.
Yeah, she stole this titan, this artifact for them, because they want to power this giant construct that it's gonna help them just kill a bunch of dragons, apparently, if I remember correctly. And in return, this devil, it's a devil, right? Not a demon, probably, because lawful evil. She's gonna get how many fire giants? Like 1,000?
Yeah, something like that.
Like an army of 1,000 fire giants to conquer the surface, like the north coast, with.
Yeah, and she's gonna like send them out there and then come in and recall them in a heroic act so that the people will follow her lead.
And we saved the best thing for last about that character.
About the drow lady.
No, about what happened to her, or
Oh well, she
After
we
telling your big speech.
can't remember. We just try to kill her, but all the
Uh-huh.
yeah,
damage,
exactly.
all the damage that we did to her was transferred directly to her handmaid, who happened to be a person in my background that Ruki cares about. And after we just pummeled her Galen pummeled her for a round, she just like turned into mush and then came back and said, "Well, just stop." And we were all scared and we stopped.
I did
scared.
for the record. I didn't do anything. Yeah. Just so.
Yeah, it was.
I
only
stood
Galen who
there
got to
like,
act.
what's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
And totally not scared.
Sounds reasonable to me.
So Groovy
And
told
then
the handmaiden that he was
left.
gonna rescue her because like she created some bond with this devil, where like she can't get away. She left. We decided we were gonna leave. We didn't know if we were gonna leave. We were gonna like break out all the dwarves that were slaved here. But I think we decided we were gonna leave with this goblin who told us that there was a back door to this place where we can leave from. But then the fairy dragon appeared, talked to Forgar, and then the son of the fire giant leader here spotted us, and that's where we stopped.
Also, yeah, we heard.
Totally tattled on us.
We got separated from the sparkly elf guy.
Yeah, the sparkly elf. That's
Yes,
that's the merchant.
Yeah.
Yes. He went off to get his payment, and at the end, where we stopped, we heard that he was actually leaving or had already left. But the Fire Lord still has this part thing he needs for his destroyer construct, so we still sort of need to get that back somehow, maybe, to stop that. And also,
Yeah, it would be nice.
one of the dwarves who were being tortured that we kind of saved. Well, Quarian saved him from getting thrown into lava. Mentioned that that we should try and rescue the dwarves.
There's a lot of them
kept
enslaved.
slaves there. Yeah.
Yeah. Up to this point, the Fire Lords have been treating us like guests. Like they've been showing us around, like trying to impress us with their work.
Okay, so if I get this, you're there as a guest of the King of the Fire Giant and his annoying kid, the drow, super powerful, who has handmade resistance pass and transfer damage to that. She is the one who stole the part that the elf was transporting, correct? And now she still has it?
No, it's you broke up a bit there, but she was already here. She's not a guest, and she had arrived before us, I think.
She has a deal with the Duke, with the Fire Giant Duke, that once he finishes creating this immense structure, she will be able to use it for one campaign, along with the horde of fire giants. And her plan is to conquer the three cities, Waterdeep. I forgot the rest of all the Sword Coast, basically. And then she's gonna save it somehow, and that way rule all the Sword Coast. That was her plan, and that was when we decided to beat the crap out of her, and that didn't work.
And who's got the heart?
Fire Lord.
He got it. He got it in a chest, and someone did look into the chest, and when you opened it, it was like burning hot. So you
Yeah, it was in a metal container that was melting. Basically untouchable.
Amazing that we did all that in 2 hours.
And the elf has gone missing, and the demon that had stole us, that they're not even.
The devil woman, She like went back to her quarters, her sleeping quarters, I guess, because we still have an appointment for dinner with everybody. An awkward, tense dinner, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we had the plan to steal the box and everything. Well, I had the plan, and Corian, along with Corian, to distract all of the guests to steal the box.
But we were worried that the merchant was gonna leave and gonna let it be stuck here. We're like in the mountains, in snowy mountains. We need to get to where we need to go.
And also that annoying little kid of the fire giant, the son, just spotted us with a dragon.
Yeah.
Small dragon, but still a dragon. The daughter also wanted to have us eaten by her pet hellhounds, but Peleus just said, "Oh, nice doggies," as the hellhound came
I
towards him.
tamed them.
Yeah, and she got upset by that and then left because we were boring.
So,
But yes, we are ready to.
But the little dragon has a way out for us if we follow him.
We gotta.
He does?
So it says.
After
Yeah.
real initiative.
That's what we were chatting about. He said that he had a plan and we didn't follow it, and now he's here and he has another plan to get us. I don't know where he's getting us out to or who, but
yeah, that pretty much summarizes it well. Brian, any questions? Like, is it clear or?
Crystal clear. Sure, it'll make more sense as we go.
Yeah.
But I think I got it. What about, you said there's a dwarf that you guys rescued? Is he
We didn't
out and
actually-
about with us?
We didn't rescue him. We rescued him from death, and then he just kept prisoner still. Yes, all the dwarves are still slaves. I think they mentioned like the basement or something as he was dangling over the volcano about to get thrown in. He said something about don't worry about me, just get the others that are below.
The 200 other dwarven slaves.
So
And how many fire giants?
I don't know.
we've met four-ish.
Yeah, you
The
have
king, his
you have met
daughter.
4. You do know that there is a host of ogres and goblins wandering around, and probably more fire giants that you haven't seen. But yeah.
But the goblins are all running away right now. We were up in the hall where the goblins were preparing the feast, and then when the little annoying kid came in and screamed like "Dragon, dragon!" as the goblin was about to show us the kitchen exit, I assume, to see if the sparkly
think
elf
so.
was still outside. Then the goblins just suddenly found something else to do for some reason.
You haven't seen a thing.
Yeah, I was never here.
So you just need to convince this fire giant kid that he didn't see anything. It's all up to you, Brian. We believe you.
Work your magic.
That he didn't see us escaping before we're talking.
So you're basically following the goblin on a way out. The goblin was he intended to show you basically this back door from the fort, and then Forgar saw the same pseudo dragon that he spotted back in Breen Shander. This time Forgar stopped to actually talk with him, and this is where Zalt Amber
Got very mad at me.
yeah, looked at him and said, "Daddy, Daddy, they're talking to dragons." And at this point, when Summerwise, the dragon, hears Zalt Amber's accusation, he explodes with with a puff of smoke and silvery stars, and the scent of perfume kind of spreads around. He explodes into nothingness. What do you do?
Okay, so just so I can get an idea, is this the type of situation where we're willing to risk a charm person spell, where if it fails, we're willing to fight? Or are we just like trying to talk over?
It's
Just
charm or
like,
flight right now.
Okay. Then I'll cast Charm Person.
Remember, it's a giant.
Humanoid?
Giant.
So a fire giant is a giant. Its type is a giant.
But there's no humanoid type, right?
No. What do you mean no humanoid type? A human is.
So, are they humanoid or like what's an elf capsule?
So
I don't
Humanoid.
know. Oh, okay, so there is a humanoid type.
Yes.
Okay, so never mind.
For giant, you sadly need to dominate monster of some sort.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Well, I have nothing. Um. I'll follow the lead of the.
You keep breaking up. I couldn't hear any of that.
It's hard to understand.
I said I'll just follow the party here until.
Oh, we
Follow the
were
party.
actually looking forward to you giving us
All right.
answers.
We were just like pushing Andorus for us, like, come on, Andorus, your
Yeah.
turn.
Okay, I can walk over to the fire giant and look from his perspective over to where he thought he saw a dragon and take a look and say, what are you talking about? I just see some sparks over there.
he looks at you kind of, like seriously. Roll your deception. Let's see if you manage to convince him.
I start looking around as well, and I'm like, well, I
Yeah,
can
that's what-
see
that's what
anything as
20.
well.
Natural
Wow.
20.
So that's a 32, I think.
Oh,
So a 32. Okay. So
Yep, 32.
he looks at you and says, "Are you practicing magic for the dinner?"
I might. And I do like I give another spark, another version of the same sparks that they saw with like a minor image. So, behind his ear. Take a look.
He looks around and says, "Daddy don't like dragons."
Okay, I'll use. You know what?
I'll do a minor illusion dead fairy dragon.
Sorry?
That I'll cast a minor illusion of a dead fairy.
Of a dead fairy dragon. Oh, yeah. So
Yeah, they don't like dragons unless they're dead.
Yeah.
So as you do that, Zalt Amber looks at the dead fairy dragon and says, "Ooh, yes."
Yes, we were going to entertain with the story about how we slew Winterfang, or Wintercloak, or whatever that white dragon was called.
Yeah.
Dragons have stupid names.
Totally.
He asks, "Can you make my sister pants go on fire?"
Probably.
I cast Fireball. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll give you 2
I don't
dwarfs
have
if you do.
Fireball anymore, unfortunately.
Can we choose the dwarfs?
I don't know. Guess.
I take wait, what do I have something like to just make a regular fire, right? Like a torch. I
Sure.
have
Yeah, we
something
have
to light
torches.
a torch. I have something to light it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Everybody in Forgotten Realms is born with like 20 torches and 50 feet of rope.
Yeah, we don't need we don't need magic for this. We can I get out a torch.
Now, does she have to be wearing the pants?
He says, she either wear pants to dinners or dresses. Mom likes the dresses, but Dad likes the pants. She's annoying. Make her pants or dress on catch fire, and I'll give you 2 dwarfs.
All right.
We should like make it like an illusion or something. I
No,
think,
real
to
fire.
be honest.
Don't say
No,
that.
no, 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 no. I'm not talking in character, okay? I'm just talking with the group. Nobody knows I'm saying this. Should take it like an illusion or something. So, like, right? Wouldn't be nice to have like a giant be mad at us, but it would be nice to have some dwarfs.
Those two doors might help us release the others.
Yeah.
But we have to find Glittery Elf. The Sparkly
Right.
Elf.
The sparkly elf, he left, right? I mean, he was.
The
He was-
goblin said that it might not be true.
Maybe we can still catch up to him. I beg him to stay a bit longer.
It would be rude
Yes,
to leave before
beg him,
dinner.
I say as I crack my knuckles.
Oh God.
What?
Again.
What are you talking about again?
The goblin that left when he saw Zaltamber kind of talk to you gets back and says, "Excuse me, dear sirs, dinner will be served in 1 hour."
No. Very well.
Can we expect our friend, the elf, to be at the table as well?
Oh, you mean that pretty face elf?
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
exactly.
He usually doesn't stay for dinner, but I can inquire with my employer.
Oh yeah, that would be really helpful. Thank you.
He looks at Zaltamber and says, "My lord," and then he steps away.
I'm going.
You want to play dwarf tossing over the forge's fire?
No,
I
I
don't
think
think
I'd
I'm able
rather.
to.
I'd rather prepare it for lighting up your sister's pants.
He smiles and turns to leave.
Before he goes, I want to quickly use my awaken room and just. I would you like me to try and magically influence him to help us free the dwarves? It'll last about 8 hours.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, I cast suggestion, but I use 3 sorcery points to heighten it, so he has disadvantage on his wisdom.
Okay.
Awesome.
What's the DC?
15.
15 and disadvantage. So failed.
Okay, so I have to suggest course of activity, influence them. I'm just going to suggest to him that before dinner, he should help us arrange for some really excellent entertainment. But in order to do that, we're going to take all of the dwarves to be under our command, and so he should take us down there so we can at least not free them, but get them out of their cells. We can mobilize them to make something
And arm them.
really good, really good for his.
Okay. He asks if you are going to set them all fire and make them hug his sister.
Of course we are.
Well, there will be a small portion of fire hugging.
Okay. Then in this case, he will take you downstairs. So. Wait. Okay, good. Okay, so he takes you basically, if you look at the map, he takes you back to the assembly hall and takes you up these stairs. And I'll switch to the other map. As you go up, you land here. Let me know if you can see it. So he takes you over the rail, and there is a guard posted at this point, guarding what appears to be like a, how's a portal? Yeah, exactly, that. And he says, "The guests are preparing entertainment. They're going to set my sister on fire, and we need dwarfs."
Yes.
Is it a
Give the man
goblin?
what he wants.
No, it's an ogre.
Okay.
So the ogre kind of scratches his head and says, "Yes, sure, that makes sense." So the door is opened, and you are led into this room. Let me just unveil it for you. Reveal areas. Bloop. Bloop. Technology is amazing. So you're basically led into this prison block. Many cages, all of them have dwarfs stuffed into them. And there is another portcullis with another guard, probably leading to the forge area. So this is the way that they are getting into actually, the mines and to do the work. So it's probably via this. And Zalt Ember asks you, how many dwarves do you need?
All of them.
Are you going to set them on fire now or at dinner? And at this point, all the dwarf kind of looks at you like this.
We're going to set them on fire at dinner, but only some of them, not all of them. We don't need that many.
Okay. So he looks at all the dwarfs and shouts, "We're going to set my sister on fire. Who volunteers? I need 20 volunteers."
I'm gonna start communicating as I can. Tell them all volunteers.
You keep breaking up.
I'm gonna use my telepathy to communicate with as many dwarves as I can. That they all need to volunteer.
Got it.
Also, Ido,
Yeah.
I take a look at the cages. Are they all? Each of them have a different lock. Has a lock, right?
Yeah.
Do I see the keys somewhere?
On the hip of the ogre taskmaster. Yeah, a big ring, many keys.
Okay. All right.
I have an idea. If you bear with me, I'm going to telepathically communicate with the fire giant and say something like, "This stupid kid is such a weak prince. I wish he would just die." And then when the fire giant notices it, ogre, and say, "Oh my God, did you really just say that? How dare you, pertinent guard!"
So you want you want Zaltember to think the ogre said it, referring to him?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So you kind of concentrate and plant those that sound in Zalt Ember's mind. I need you to make a deception roll.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration for that. So add a d8.
That's a 17.
What? How much?
17, I think he said.
Yes, 17.
Okay. So Zalt Ember turns around and says, "Oh, whoa, forget about setting my sister on fire. What did you just say?" And he points at the ogre.
He just said that he wished he would die. You should kill him for his impertinence, Your Highness.
So Zalt Ember, like fiercely looking at the ogre, and then he approaches you, Enderest, and says, I don't know. He's quite big.
We can do it.
I don't know. My father isn't here, so
Aren't you the prince? I thought you were in charge around. You're gonna
oh,
have to
he
kick
said,
one day.
I can call the guards. Guards, guards.
In other commotion,
I thought you were my mistake.
in other commotion, what does the guard do?
So the ogre basically was looking, like staring inside to see what the Duke's son is now up to with the dwarfs. But then suddenly, as you know, he gets pointed at, and the Duke's son shouts, "Guards, guards!" He looks kind of insecure, so he takes a step back and looks to the left and to the right to see what's going on.
Okay, I'm going to try to do a sleight of hand to see if I can grab those keys off of him.
Okay, sure. So you approach him. Want to say something to him, or
I'll assist with that. I'll say to the prince, the son, and like, don't worry, you can do it yourself. We can help hold it down. And I'll go like trying to grab the ogre.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go there, and it looks like I'm gonna rough him up, and I'll try to grab the keys while I do that, without him noticing that.
okay, so you all pump up the prince, and then Galen, you kind of approach the ogre, who is basically twice as tall than you and twice as thick, or maybe 4 times as thick. And as you kind of hold him, he looks at you like, dude.
I am not strong.
Rugby would follow your lead if needed.
So actually, let me see. Okay, so the ogre actually looks at you and says something in giant. Krishna.
To whom does he say it?
To
I
Galen.
speak giant.
You speak giant?
I don't
Yeah.
understand it.
I do.
So all of you kind of get it that he's basically saying help.
Help?
Help, yes.
Please
All
know.
right. Okay. I lean over to him, to his ear, and I try to tell him this might be a good time to run away. And while I do that, I try to like pull the keychain off of him.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check with advantage because of all of the like psychological stuff your friends are doing to him. You'll need years of treatment.
I hope they have good health care.
All right, so
And
that's
of course they don't have good health care.
It's thrown into lava. That's the health care.
it's a 16.
You have the keys, and he is bolting. Like.
I hide the keys inside.
For like half a second, I try to hold him down, but then he just starts moving along with him, and then I let go.
Hey, he looks at you again like, dude.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it just our party, 20 angry slave dwarves, and a child fire giant?
Yes,
Yep. There's more dwarves in here, right?
there
Or
are
just
dwarves. No, of course there are.
Okay.
Much more than 20.
20 of them were.
He
As
just
the-
asked for 20 volunteers.
As the ogre leaves, I tell the prince, let's go after him. Come on.
I try to sneak the keys.
I'm gonna telepathically communicate to say we could just kill him.
We can just what?
Kill the giant.
Kill.
The killing is always messier, right? That's an option.
So,
One less person to.
Rukvi, you kind of say tell Zoltan, well, come on, chase him, and he says, I don't know, he's quite big.
Come on.
Look at the fire giant, like, be a man. Now's the time to show your father that you can be a king.
He says, my father always doing what my mother asked him to.
Size doesn't matter.
Getting bored of this and preparing a spell.
Can I roll to see if I can convince him?
Yeah, sure.
Persuasion, I guess.
Yeah.
5.
He says, I don't know.
Can I try
but
to sneak the keys inside?
Rukvi, but when you try to talk to him, you do notice that several fire giants, armed and holding great axes, sized for giants, are kind of staring up because they've heard probably his shout for the guards. So they're looking up to see what's going on.
I'll go to like the nearest cave with dwarves and in dwarven say, ask them like, if we let you out, can you get any weapons like quick to help fight these giants?
They smile.
As that's happening, I poke my head out to look at the guards and I say,
That's not an answer.
I give him a description of the ogre that needs to be put under chains.
Who are you talking to?
The guards that are looking up at us.
Oh, okay. So one of them asks you, what's going on there?
One of the ogres was speaking treason. The ogre guard. Maybe he's been spending too much time with the dwarfs.
He says, is Prince Zoltamber upstairs?
Yeah, he's up here.
Oh. Then
He's showing us the collection of dwarves he has.
Got it. Say no more. And they both turn around and leave.
Okay, now's our opportunity, guys.
Alright, yeah, let's just fucking unlock everything. Well, no, he's still here. Sleight of hand?
He didn't say unlock everything. He said kill this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Just give me the wink. Is that the
Galen,
wink?
it's gonna
Galen,
happen
It's
again.
the wink.
His shin is gonna blow up because you're just gonna punch it. So then he's gonna scream.
Do I have approval from the monk to cast this spell?
Yes.
All we have to do is get him out of here and we can unlock the cages.
New and improved Galen is always ready to kill things. Almost always ready to kill things.
All right, well, that's a good point. So I'm gonna look at Corey and I'm gonna look at the print, and I'm gonna like, can I do this? It's been a month and I haven't killed him.
So Galen, your other self kind of emerges from your body and looks at you and says, "You disgust me," and then he leaves.
What? I'm trying to rescue these friendly dwarves.
Okay, I'm gonna give the prince one last chance, and I'll just look at him and say, "You really need to go to those guards and help find that traitorous ogre before your mother finds out that you let him escape."
Oh, so he said, "Oh, there are guards downstairs. Why did you tell me before? Guards!" And then he runs downstairs.
Rugby wipes sweat from his brow.
All right, I will put the blight spell back in its holster.
Okay, I'll wait
We
for.
need to frantically start opening those gates.
Yeah,
Okay.
but let's wait for a minute for the guards not to look at us, and we'll open it really quick. And let's tell the dwarves that wait for our signal. Don't get out yet. Wait for the signal.
Be quiet.
I'll
So they all kind of
Pointing at something.
huddle together in a pool of dwarves, and they talk to one another like with hushed voices. And after 5 minutes of this, one of them pops his head up, walks to you, and says, "Well, what's the signal?"
You'll realize what it is.
he kind of rolls his eyes. Adventurers.
We'll improvise.
Improvise.
Yeah. So what's the plan? Where are we going? I have.
I guess we're going to dinner with $200 or no?
Yeah.
Or no, or we can just
So
walk
the
out.
plan to, I love this plan. Kill everyone.
Could we? 200 is a lot.
I'm not sure we can. There's
No,
a lot
not the
of guards.
dwarves.
No,
we
use
kill
them.
dwarves.
They're
Are they or
allies.
not?
No, I mean our dwarven army are like probably malnourished. Dwarven army.
Enderist means the undead dwarven army.
Oh, good idea.
I guess he always sees the bright side of everything.
Are there any dead dwarves in those?
Nope, all alive.
They throw those in the fire pits.
While they're discussing that, I would like to go over to the exit here to look. What I assume is the fort. Where they look in that direction.
Yeah, as you do. What if you let them get their weapons and cause chaos, and we get the heart during the chaos and we leave?
So, if you look at that part of the room, let me just see. So there's another portcullis, and there is an ogre there who is basically deafened by noises of hammers on rough surfaces. So he doesn't even turn around to see what's going on. You can hear the sound of probably many more dwarfs who are heaving and puffing and breathing heavily under some heavy load, and you can definitely feel the heat of a fire emanating from that corridor.
I go back to the others and say we should break into the forts. There sounds like there are more dwarves there. We could go rescue them, and if we fight in there, there's a lot of noise in there. They won't hear it. And I'm sure our friendly dwarves here can find some equipment to use in there. To,
Lots of weapons in there too.
So what
there
if
must be hammers and such, yeah.
the dwarves say that that area is basically is a mechanism that the dwarf used to make the chain go away, all the bucket chain. It moves around the fort. So this is where there are dwarves kind of working to turn a great wheel and make it all run. So
is it possible to sabotage this mechanism to make the chain break? Someone breaks the chain and drop all these cards down?
So there's a sophisticated series of levers and pulleys that control all this. So their only way of basically sabotaging anything is to make it stop. But they tell you that last time they did that trick, it basically alerted half of the keep to that area.
Yeah, we shouldn't make it stop until we're ready for something big.
Yeah.
I'd actually want it to break.
Something we might want to keep in mind. I have locate object. If we need to locate that object that we might really want.
Yeah, I do think we need to get that box away from these giants. And then afterwards we'll see if we can find a sparkly elf to get out of here.
And that's actually a good
And then
idea.
I whisper, dragon, sparkly thing with the perfume to get our way out of here. But dwarves, I switch to dwarven again. Can you get weapons from somewhere? Can we help you get weapons from somewhere?
So one of them approaches you, and you identify this guy as the one that you have basically saved from the lava. He shakes your hand and says that his name is Dinar, and he says that right down the corridor there is the overseer's office, and he has this storage room with weapons and armor that his dwarfs can take. It belongs to the guards that basically patrol the area, so it's weapon for 4 ogres, the dwarves can make it, like, you know, take the spikes from the armor, shield, the straps, and make it like makeshift
Okay.
weapons. So
Yes.
as long as you help them defeat the overseer.
And the overseer, is that an ogre or a giant?
He's an ogre. Sorry,
Okay.
that's a good question. Is a giant, a fire giant, but they say that he usually sits there in his office and drinking, basically doing nothing all day.
Mm. And is it loud there, so we could fight there without the rest of this fortress hearing it?
Yeah, pretty loud.
Okay. I
Okay.
think we can do that.
Mm. I'm ready.
All right.
Yep.
I need to prepare myself.
Yeah. And the keys we have, will they open any of the other doors here, or just for the?
So
dwarves?
they can open the protocol, that like all the cells. The portcullis is simply like you need to push it up. But between the six of you, it's probably, and the like 20-40 dwarfs, that's not a problem.
There's an orc right next to the portcullis who hasn't heard us or seen us yet.
Yes.
But he probably won't like what he sees behind us, behind himself. So we got to take him out.
We'll
My
see,
ninja
we'll
style.
we might actually be able to open the portcullis without him actually noticing us, and then take him out.
All right. Get ready. Boom! Blow him up.
Okay.
I am ready to blow him up, and I fist this, like raise my fist.
Okay, so the dwarfs pull up the portcullis, allowing you basically one round of surprise attack at the oblivious ogre.
And do we see anybody else in the room of ogres?
So it's not a room
That
per
we can-
se. It's more of a like this corridor.
Oh, okay. So it's just that for now.
Yep.
Okay. Because we don't want anybody running away, yelling, or anything like that.
Yes. So no explosive spells yet. Let's just knock him out quick.
Oh, thunderbolt.
Okay, so let's see if you can make it like without reaching to the second round.
All right. Shall I begin? Two-hander. Two-handed. My warhammer.
I'll two-hand my stick.
That's 19 to hit and 21 to hit. My two attacks.
Okay, you have advantage on those attacks.
Oh, okay. So 24 to hit and 21.
Yes.
That's 14 bludgeoning plus, so it's 26 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, amazing. So you smack it. He takes the blow and then turns around, opening his mouth. You can see all the fangs and like badly treated teeth, as the brute is basically not shouting but roaring at you in hatred. And then you can see the dwarfs are loose and all of you behind him, so his face changed from anger to surprise. Who's next?
I will go next. Ooh, a 1 and a 2. That's 11 to hit. 23 to hit.
Yes.
I assume the 11 isn't enough to get through his thick hide.
I don't think so, no. Oh, 11 actually is very good.
Oh.
Yeah, 11
and the
hits.
Last attack, and the last attack, my bonus attack on armed is only 14. I rolled 2 1s in the 6 rolls. That's great. I do a total. And I rolled poorly for damage also. I do a total of 21 points of damage.
Okay. So the monk unleashes his inner energy and smacks this glute.
No, lightly poking him and then going back so the others can step forward.
Okay. So he lifts his great club to smack you tiny intruders. Who's next?
Me.
Is this a fire giant or is this a?
No, this is an ogre god.
Oh, okay. I'll cast Toll of the Dead. He needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. So he's not that wise. So he fails.
He takes 11 damage.
Okay. Still up.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on him, which is my least loud spell, I think. He needs to do Wisdom saving throw as well. DC 16.
Fails.
Okay. He got 4 damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll be in on this.
Come
I'm gonna,
on,
as a
Porter.
bonus.
We
Yeah,
believe in
as a
you.
bonus action, I'm gonna cast Branding Smite, and then I'm gonna hit him with. Hopefully. Fuck.
Remember, you have advantage.
Way better. No, not better. Alright, that is a 8 and 4 is 12.
12
So
hits.
that one's awesome. Awesome. Okay, so we got this, we got that, and then with my Branding Smite, we get another 2d6 radiant damage. Alright, we got 14, I guess, slashing damage, 5 cold damage,
Okay.
and 9 radiant damage.
Amazing. So, Forgar, I'm sorry, Peleus, but the Dragonborn stole your kill. So he simply drops like a sack of potatoes. Dead.
Okay.
We all hit him in the head at the same time.
Yeah.
Just explodes.
Okay.
So they
So,
have like a big closet in his room where we can hide his body.
A rug we can just put over.
so you could.
Just have the dwarves like pull him off to the side, like drop him into one of the caves or something, and take
There's
whatever
lava
they can,
pits,
like
aren't there?
the club if they can use that.
Yeah.
The lava pit isn't here.
So, what you can see here in this room, wait, in this room, it's basically there's a fireplace just in the northern wall, so it keeps this room kind of brightly lit, and you can see an enormous wheel made of iron in the middle of it. Like there are 2 gears there, and all those wooden spikes are being pushed around and around by 20 dwarfs. So they are all manacled to the poles, and they push them. This mechanism basically makes the bucket chain move, and you can hear shouts from this corridor. Come on, faster! Faster! As someone is drinking and shouting like tired commands at the toiling dwarfs.
As we are peeking around the corner, do we see guards watching these dwarves or whipping them or?
So if you want to peek there, I need you to make a stealth check.
Is he saying faster in giant or in common?
And
Or-
just as
No,
I'm
common.
just peeking into this room, not down the corridor.
Yeah, this room.
Just to be clear.
So if you are
I'm rolling so poorly. That's a 12.
okay, so a 12.
I have plus 9.
So you spot a giant basically sitting behind this desk with his 2 feet on the table. They are both fully like he's wearing this gigantic metallic boots, and as you kind of poke your head inside, he looks at you and says, "Yeah, what are you doing here?" And he gets up.
I did say I was poking into the room here.
Okay, sorry. So I was talking about that
and
one.
not down there.
Okay.
Just to see if there were like ogres whipping the dwarves up there.
Okay.
Or...
So I didn't say you saw something.
No, I didn't see anything.
Wait, so where was the ogre that we just killed?
Here.
Where was he? Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we are like here now.
So that was just a guard.
peek into the room up here.
Yeah, no, you don't see any guards on this room. In this room.
Okay. Well, before we start, I would like to, I say this to the group, go up and talk to the dwarves moving this around and say they have to keep moving it while we try and rescue them, so they don't stop as soon as we go in and fight. I can like sneak up there, maybe like
I think
get
Anders
next
can
to
say
one
that.
of them and push around, or Anders can just you do my thing.
Okay, they nod their heads and says they say we'll be waiting for the signal.
Okay. Do you guys want me to cast silence in that room?
It's pretty loud here, so I don't.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
so.
That might
just
be
need-
more obvious.
I would cast.
Silence is a stationary spell too.
I would want something that keeps him in place, some sort of rooting spell.
Keep them in place.
I'm gonna use Snaring Strike on him if I get a chance.
Okay.
Although if it's
Well, I
against
do
his
have,
strength,
like-
then it's gonna fail probably.
I think I have a bunch of spells that like root people in place.
Of course you do, Druid.
Oh, I
can
don't
al-
have
I
it
can also-
prepared.
I can also try and stun him.
Yeah, I have Grasping Vine, but I don't have it prepared right now. So I guess not.
Oh shit! Sorry, guys.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I can try holding cast monster, but it's a one-time thing for today.
I mean that'll make us. I don't know if it's automatic crit when he's paralyzed like that.
I think we just have advantage on attacks. Or maybe if he's restrained, then it's critical as soon as we hit. If we hit.
All right. Well then I'll just bless everybody.
Well, we can buff now and then charge in. If you wanna do that.
What are we attacking?
A giant, fire giant.
Just one?
The overseer.
Just one.
We
Uh,
only hear one.
So
and-
so fun to play higher level characters. Just one fire giant.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just tank and spank.
the dwarf said there were only one, and we totally didn't peek around the corner. To find out.
Yeah.
But we hear one shouting drunkenly.
Mm-hmm. You ready?
So a blight and a lot of smackdown, and I'm sure he is dead.
What does a blight
Do
do?
it.
Blight is like 8d8 points of damage, save for half. It's a con
Okay.
save, so he'll probably succeed, but still, it's a
Alright.
good spell.
Okay.
Okay, so you charge around the corner and
Bless first. or
okay.
not?
Yeah, I'll bless people who make attack rolls typically. So Forgar,
Thank you.
who else makes Galen, and
Pelias, maybe?
I do make attack rolls.
I'm Peleus. Because the rest of you do like you make them do saving throws typically.
Okay. So
You guys get
you buff and then you charge, and then in this room you see Forge, fire giant.
come from the ceiling.
4?
No, I'm just kidding. There's just one. His
Only 4?
only
Good.
4. Yeah, he's sitting with his feet on the table, but as soon as you all pour in, he kind of tries to grab himself. So initiative.
18 for Galen.
Okay.
14 for Rugby.
9 for Aquarian.
I was 16 for Peleus.
8 for Forgar.
12 for Andrist.
Okay. Where was that? Ooh. Okay. So he is quite surprised. So you get to go first. So Galen, what are you doing?
I am running in, jumping up on the table, and smacking him with my quarterstaff.
Okay. So this table is huge. So I'm assuming you, since you are a monk, can you jump like this high?
Well, I could activate an ability that I could jump really high.
Probably
But
just
Like this?
can't you just run underneath the table?
Yeah, this is like what I was probably suggesting. Unless you want it for show.
I'll just move around the table then and smack him.
This table is like a small building too, so
I will jump up and then jump down, try the front of the table, and move around the table.
okay. Cool.
And do we have advantage or not just normal?
No, he's a bit drunk, but he's he's a guard, so
Okay, so normal.
yeah.
So that's 15 to hit.
15 misses. You kind of hit his armored plate, plated body, so he's wearing basically full plate.
Yes. But a 26 is enough, I assume.
Enough, yes.
Yes. That's 10 points of damage, and he needs to do a Constitution save as a try to make it like a stunning blow.
Okay, so Constitution? He easily passes that, yes.
Yeah, DC 14. Yeah, I
Yeah.
assume as much. But I had to try.
Yeah.
And then I'll use another key point and flurry blows. So I'll kick him. That's a 22.
Punk.
For 10 points of damage again.
Yes.
And now I need him to do a strength save.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sweep the legs of something that is like 5 sizes as bigger
It's
than
like
me.
moving a building. It's like punk.
Yeah. But
Cobra Kai, sweep the legs.
It's something I can do for free, so I'll just kick at his shin again, and that's 19 to hit.
A 19
Your shin
hits.
breaks.
For 8 points of damage, so I did 28 total.
Yes.
And he needs to do another strength save to see if I can knock him prone again.
Okay, so punk again.
Yeah. If I just keep hitting the same spot, then eventually, just the back of the knee again,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
again. And that's all I do.
Okay, good. Actually, Peleus now.
Okay, so since this room is like giant sized, right? I
Yes.
can just summon a storm cloud in here, right?
Yeah, why not?
That should work. I'm gonna summon a storm cloud then.
Okay.
And I can hit I think it's bolt of lightning. 5 feet. Within 5 feet I can probably just hit one, right?
Yeah.
You probably approach him enough to hit him with this.
Yeah, I will call down like a flash of lightning for 4d10 as a dexterity save.
Okay. Dexterity isn't his forte. What's the DC? He probably failed it.
Should be 17.
So he failed it, yes.
Okay. So that's 28
Amazing.
points of damage.
Lightning damage.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we now have a storm cloud in here.
Okay, so this magical cloud forms around his, like above the around the ceiling of this room, and lightning explodes, and the giant shrieks in anger and pain. Do you want to do anything else?
No, that I don't think that anything can one-shot me, hopefully, so I don't think it's necessary to turn into something.
Okay.
I hope.
Okay.
Last words.
Last
Yeah,
words.
right.
In this case, it is Peleus. No, this was Peleus. Rukvi.
All right, I'm going to run in there, and I'm going to cast as a bonus action Snaring Strike
Mhm.
to buff my weapon with some piercing damage and to make him restrained. First, I'm going to try to hit him. So that's crit.
Amazing.
Okay, well, Divine Smite then. So my crit damage is 18 bludgeoning,
Whoa.
and the smite damage is, let's do it at just level, fuck it, let's do it at level 2. That's 10 plus, so 20 radiant damage on top of the 18 bludgeoning.
20. Excuse me.
And
28.
And then Strength Strike.
Hmm?
Remember, then Snaring Strike doesn't that?
Oh, yeah, the snaring strike will do, I think, a d6, level 1. Sorry, it'll do a d6 piercing damage.
So 2d6 because of the crit.
Oh, right, 2d6, cool.
And
So 6 piercing damage on top of that as well.
44 points of damage in total.
And he needs to make a save or something like that?
He needs to make a strength saving throw or be restrained.
Okay.
If he's large or larger, the creature has advantage on a saving throw.
So he's huge, but he has like a magical. So he has a +7 to his strength check. So he
and
passed it.
advantage.
Yeah. So he passed it. Like.
Damn, I thought it was disadvantage for some reason.
Yeah. So you kind of smack into him with your hammer and divine might, and as you kind of go in and in, he kind of says, "Stop! Stop! Stop! No, really, stop!"
Second attack.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I like have my hammer up and I look at Galen, and Galen is like,
Thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah, so then I-
like no. I pull up a score of 5 out of 10.
oh no,
It was okay, but 44 and 1 hit.
friggin' monk. All right, 22 to hit.
Yes.
18, 8 bludgeoning. Sorry.
8. Okay. Amazing. Anything else?
That's it. How was that, Galen?
Okay, I'll go up to a 7.
I guess that'll do.
Okay. Enderist.
Okay, so I'm going to use my... Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Heightened spell, and I'm going to cast blindness on him, so he needs to make a Constitution save with disadvantage, DC 15.
Constitution test with a disadvantage. That was actually a 16.
Sorry, what was that?
16. So a 10 on the die,
Alright.
and he's got a +6 to his Constitution tests.
Okay, well, I'm going to use a free action to convert a 3rd level spell into sorcery points, and that's my round.
Okay. So on his turn, he will take the table and try to flip it on anyone who is near him. So that's basically, if I understand correctly, it's Rukvi, Galen, and Peleus, right?
No, Peleus is outside.
Outside. And Enderist, is your spell, it's probably also a ranged one?
Correct.
Okay, good. So I need you all to make dexterity saving throws as he kind of launches this.
Nice. Ouch.
Natural 1.
I think I might have made it. That's a 27.
Amazing.
And that's without adding the bless.
You end up on top of the table.
So, and what? How did the rest of you do?
Ruby got a natural 1.
Okay. That's a 3. That's a 10. That's a 7. Plus 7. Ooh. So that's 36 points of damage to anyone who failed his dexterity check, or basically 18 if you succeeded. And that's bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, nothing to me.
Okay.
36?
36 if you failed your dexterity check. Otherwise, it's 18. And then he will...
Nothing to me, because evasion.
Amazing.
Oh.
And then he will, with his greatsword, try to decapitate. Let's see. This is... We have, again, only 3.
It's only Galen and Ruby next to him right now.
Okay, so that's Galen is 1 and 2, so that's 3. So Rukvi, does a 22 hit you?
It does.
It does. Okay. So this is 11, 12, 15. Wait. That's 19 plus 7. So that's 26 points of slashing damage.
Ah.
You're still alive, Rugby?
I'm at like a healthy 14 hit points right now.
Okay.
Okay, and then after doing that, he turns around, open this door. Whoops. Oh, can you see the door actually? Not sure you can actually see.
The white door?
The white one?
This one?
No, this one.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, now we can.
Okay, so he opens it and attempts to shut it behind him, but since he's kind of leaving the perimeter, I'll allow those of you who are close to him to make opportunity attacks.
All right. Let's go, boy.
21 for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
10.
A 10 doesn't hit.
Dang it.
So he then closes the door.
Are we still in
And
initiative?
make Rukvi and Galen make perception checks.
7.
So Galen, you think you have seen like kegs inside, like lined up on shelves in rows.
That's very flammable, isn't it? Isn't it?
Depends on what's in it.
And if you read The Hobbit, it can also hide some dwarves.
Oh, dang, that's some deep lore.
Arcane. What do you do? Yes, we are still in initiative order, so I will let Quarian do his thing.
Okay, I'll run over to the door and open it to see where he is.
Okay, so you open it and you see him with basically a lighter and a piece of rope that is connected to one of the kegs, and he is smiling and igniting the rope.
Okay.
Get down!
Where's all the gunpowder? I missed that part.
It's in the next room to where he is, south of him.
Yeah, so this room,
So
basically.
He can't see the map.
no, I can't
Oh,
see
oh.
that. So it's not in our room?
No, but it's a small room. It's right next to us, more or less.
Okay, so if it explodes, it's gonna hurt us? Is that the idea?
Yes, and it might explode also to hurt the dwarves that are moving the mechanism, depending on how big explosion it is.
So, and then the giant says, let's see how if you like the heat in the kitchen.
Can I try this? No, is it like a? So he lit this. What was it?
Like a fuse.
Like a fuse, right? Is it possible? Do I think it's possible for me to try to snuff it out with a mage hand?
With a mage hand, that's actually a very good question. I'm not sure. Let's see the description of mage hand. Last in duration till the sphere, you can use your action to control the hand. You can manipulate an object, open and unlock door or container, steal, retrieve an item, or pour the content out of a vial. Yeah, I think you can try. I think you can try.
Okay. So let's try that then.
Okay, sure.
What do I need to roll for that?
I don't think you need to roll anything. You simply cast a spell, which is like the price of it, and the hand simply kind of wraps around the fuse, and it spurts a little bit, and then it dies. Yeah, so the giant rolls his eyes, and he kind of tries to light it again, but only on his turn. Do you want to do?
Guys, I yell to you guys, I really need you to stop him from igniting this fuse again. So I've used all my. Oh, you know what? This might be funny, but I'm going to try. No, actually, that shouldn't work. No, okay, I have nothing else to do.
Okay, Forgar, you heard Quarian shouts, "I need you here."
Okay, you know what, Forgar, I'll give you a Bardic Inspiration.
So he snuffs the flame, then he turns around and says, "Ah!"
Yep.
Awesome. I will run in and I want to see if I can somehow like cut the fuse off of it. If I need to like throw my axe because it's far enough away, I'll do that.
Your axe will do fine. So you kind of throw it
Perfect.
and try to cut the fuse. Make an attack roll. Is it your lightning emitting axe?
It's that one with the frost. No, I don't have lightning. I don't have a lightning axe. There's no buff on this. It's just the frost giant axe.
Giant axe.
It's just cold.
A metallic axe.
Yeah.
And
striking stone.
So don't roll a 1. If you roll a 1,
it's not. It is a 19.
Oh, okay, good.
Nice.
Plus 8, which I guess would be 27.
Yes.
Plus a D4 for bless if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
you hit it dead on. You cut the fuse.
And actually,
32?
we might not have bless anymore because bless is concentration. And bless
let me roll.
A lot of damage.
Yeah, let me roll twice for that. Natural. Wait, no. 4, so no.
No more
Not
bless?
anymore.
Okay.
A natural 4.
It's still like 28 or something like that.
Okay, amazing. So you cut the fuse.
Yeah.
With your axe, amazing. So he kind of lights it, but it burns and falls on the ground. Okay.
And then are we still trying to attack this guy?
Yeah, sure.
I guess I'll cast Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Yeah. I have to consult the internet. I thought I had it. I don't have it.
I have it.
You have it?
Yeah. Moonbeam. Let me see. It's a silvery beam of pale light shines in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point within range. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or stands in there, they may have to make a Constitution saving throw or take 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save.
Nice.
Half as much on a successful one. If they're a shape changer, they turn back into their original shape.
Okay.
And stays there.
And you can move it around and it stays there so long as you're concentrating on it.
Old Coon Moonfire.
Okay. So Constitution saving throw coming up. That's actually not as high. So that's a 15. Yeah.
That is it. 8, 11. Yeah, that is 15 is the spell save.
Okay.
So nothing happens?
I don't know. You tell me.
Take half damage.
It gets
Half damage? Okay. Perfect. That is half of 14 is 7.
Okay. Good. So he bathes in a radiant light, curses you. And then you can see that he kind of recognizes that you are a dragonborn. And so his eyes kind of light up. Worthy challenger. But it is, unless you want to do another thing, it is
No, that's it.
Galen's turn.
I will run in and try to do it right this time. The punching and kicking. And screaming and not dying. I messed up a bit last time, but it's fine, it's fine. That's 19 to hit.
Yes.
For 7 points of damage, and should I try and stun it again? I am running a bit low on key point, and I don't think we get to rest. No, it'll just let it stand. That's a 13 to hit, which I assume misses.
Correct.
Or I know it misses, and then I do a flurry of blows for 2 unarmed attacks. God damn it, that's 11. 17?
Punk punk.
Where's that bliss when I need it?
Sorry.
7 points of damage.
I got hit with a fucking table.
Yes! Just dodge out of the way, you know?
You were hit by a fucking building.
Yeah, you know, like Matrix Strike, just move it away. Like everything, it's moving in slow motion, just slowly move away.
I can't be like water like you, Galen. Okay?
No.
I'm a big man.
Anything else, Galen?
Sadly not, no. I'll
Peleus.
just stand there and wait to die.
Wait, are you actually dying? How much HP do you have?
No, I'm full hit point.
I have 14
But
though.
it's a dwarf, and it's a giant that does 5 million points of damage per round.
I remove my. Yeah, I will just move my Storm Cloud and Thunder Strike again.
Okay.
Not in there. Not in there.
And I don't
Well-
really, like,
Helios always has the best turns, I swear to God.
So-
I don't really think you can move the storm cloud.
Technically,
I don't think you can move it. You can
Oh,
only, within the cloud you can call down lightning strikes.
oh, okay. I guess you're safe for this round. then.
And at least I don't think so. I can't remember how to spell this.
Wait. That's actually important because I have like this. This is a TPK worthy moment. So Stormcloud. How does it called? Stormcloud.
Call lightning.
Call lightning.
Call light.
So a storm appears, center at the point you can see. Choose a point you can see under the cloud. A bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. Each creature within 5 feet. Yeah. Okay. So.
No moving around.
This way.
But what's the radius of this cloud?
60 feet.
Yeah. So no, inside
60
the
foot radius or diameter?
radius.
Radius.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the room, the door was closed, so I assumed it was just filled the room. only.
Yeah, you can if you can't see the like the point, then it's not.
In that case, I will cast. What is it called? The spiky ground thing, thorns.
Ever black tentacles?
Spike growth?
Wait, where's my? Yeah, I can't find my. Oh, there it is. Okay, I couldn't find my character sheet. Spells. I wanna cast. Yeah, spike growth. That's what I cast. Another giant.
But I'm next to him.
Okay, look,
Okay, monk.
I will place it in a way where the giant is like under, where the spell is under the feet of the giant, but not under Galen's feet. Okay.
If
I'm
you can.
also up in there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I can just choose a point somewhere behind the giant.
Okay, sure. Yes.
And yeah, it's spikes grow. It's difficult terrain and 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet traveled.
Again, what's the?
It's difficult terrain. That's basically and
Okay.
a little bit of damage.
Okay. How much damage?
But only if he moves.
Oh, only if he moves. Okay. So that's Peleus. Next one is Rukvi.
Oh. Well. I'm just gonna keep fighting him despite. I mean, I'm gonna get an attack of opportunity if I try to run away, unless I spend my turn.
No, he moved away. You're under the table.
Oh, that's right. So I pushed the table off of me.
Get out from under that table.
Oh no! Actually, I grab the table if it's not too heavy, and I just want to charge in there with the table and just.
It's the size of a house.
It's a giant's
Moving
table.
skyscraper.
Yeah, it's a giant's table. I think you have trouble actually just getting out of it.
All right. Well, then I just run in there, and I'm going to try to knock whatever he's trying to do with fire, so he doesn't blow us up.
Okay, he's basically trying to grab a keg and light it up again.
I grab my water skin, and I just want to smash it. Or something.
So it's like.
These are like giant proportioned barrels, right? He's just like pouring a cup of water on like something the size of your living room.
Okay, never mind then. I take, I put my shield away, and then I two-hand my warhammer, and I'm gonna just try to knock the thing away from him.
Okay, no ones, please. A one is a spark from your metallic weapon.
Oh, we get a new character. 16 to hit.
Misses.
That's okay, and then another one. 16. Does that hit?
So pong
This
pong.
time, yes, of course.
You're wearing him down.
I'm just like.
No, not the armor, not the armor. You're making sparks. You're making sparks on the armor.
That's my turn then.
Okay. Next in line is actually Andorist.
Okay, I'm going to pull my cloak back, revealing the crown, and I'm going to use my action to summon an earth elemental.
Okay.
Its own initiative and got a 3.
No, he goes after me.
You're welcome. Yay.
Not
You're not the slowest anymore.
Oh, we're really spending everything that we have on this little giant.
Okay, so the earth elemental emerges into existence, but awaits his turn. Like his initiative order is 3, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so the giant looks at Forgar. This is what we said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, now this is like interesting. He will simply try to behead you with his greatsword. So 2 attacks, like you simply, So
Are you within range, Forgar? You did throw the axe.
what?
I assumed I had to throw the axe because it was bigger than me.
Yeah. But are you could be like 10 feet away, 20 feet away.
No, I ran in there, and I think I probably threw it right from the doorway, and I'm going to assume he could reach me from the door.
Yeah, he has a 10 feet reach, so you can probably reach not across the room, but
Yeah.
so You know what? He'll yeah. So no, he will. I don't know. He kind of thinks. He looks at the storm. He looks at the powder kegs. He looks at the storm. Looks at the powder kegs.
Equations flying around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I read the spell description. So it's actually Peleus's decision if a lightning shoots out or not. So it's not that there is lightning there and it can simply ignite everything. And he's not that stupid, so I think he understands that the spell is the result of Peleus' decision. So he'll simply approach the Dragonborn with his greatsword at hand. He should take damage from the spikes.
If he moves.
So he moves. Yeah. So
It's
Okay,
2d4 per
yeah.
5 feet.
so he approaches just enough to hit you.
Okay.
He takes 2 damage.
Thank you for your
Look
spikes.
out.
Okay, so whoops, that was first attack is an 18, the second attack is a 25.
18 is my armor class,
Okay.
I'm going to try
and the
to.
25 hits.
Hang on. I can try to. I'll use cutting. Attack.
What?
I'll use cutting words on his first attack.
Okay.
So I'm actually subtracting 1 from his first attack.
It misses.
It misses. Amazing. D&D is amazing. Like
Your mommy is a dwarf and a whore.
and what? Okay, so that's only that's not a lot actually. But that's 6 and 6, that's 12 plus 8 more, so 27 points of slashing damage.
Yikes.
But now let's see, he can move. Oh, he doesn't move a lot. So using his move action, he will grab 2 of the kegs. So he simply it kind of attacks you and then returns to the room and grabs 2 kegs, and uses.
I get to attack him as he runs.
Yeah, let's say you do.
Does he step back?
Yeah.
Do I?
Alright.
Do I also, since we did move up next time?
Sure.
And he takes
Oh,
damage
no.
as you're moving through the spikes. And I miss.
You should tell me if you missed with a 1.
I
I'm
missed
using
with a 1.
quarterstaff, and I didn't miss with a 1.
Shit.
Okay.
But he's
well,
holding them, right? He'll take the most. It was totally intentional. I'm just.
Oh my god, that was like the DM metagaming, right? Like,
Yes, you can get a chance to blow up the room. I mean, get an attack of opportunity.
it's 5% every roll, so it's.
yeah, it compounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all like land on him. So most of you missed, or what was it? Like Galen?
I did a 25 on hit.
So that's a good thing. So roll your
5
damage.
bludgeoning.
5 bludgeoning. That's not a lot. And then
I rolled a 3, so that's AC 12. So,
Okay.
But not a 1. Not a 1.
Another 1.
And also a
I
quarterstaff that
rolled
is
a
made of wood.
1.
And then Forgar kind of, and you can see this flash of a spark that jumps from the metallic armor of the giant and electrocutes the kegs that he's holding, and then everything is on fire. So let me see.
I'm guessing that he doesn't really suffer from that, right?
He is immune to fire.
Yeah.
So he is kind of laughing.
And is this a dex save?
This is basically a fireball attack.
Yes, good.
So
Dex save,
yeah, each creature in a 20-foot radius
Make
sphere
moves.
make dexterity saving throws.
And plus 3 because of my
Plus
aura
3.
of protection.
Okay.
Does that
Okay.
stack?
I failed.
Isn't Aura of Protection versus spells?
No,
Make a
saving
saving
throw.
throw.
Doesn't say against spells.
Noise.
Just saving throw.
And resistant to spell damage also, but I don't. This isn't spell damage, so we don't get resistance. But
God damn it.
That's how
Um,
much?
thank you for that +3. That's a 17 on my save.
Okay, so that's
15 for me.
17, 15.
12 for Rupee.
Okay.
7.
Seven.
I mean, I
So-
was right in the heart of it.
So a 15 is the DC, and if you managed, you suffer only 14 damage, or 0 for Galen if you manage the roll, or 28 points of fire damage.
I am down, and I do not stand back up.
I imagine protect it's like saying oh shit and then just running and like jumping behind Forgar and then pulling Forgar down and then afterwards pushing him to the side and standing up. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well done, Galen.
Yeah, I'm also down. Thrown against the wall.
No healing for you guys.
I hate this giant.
I jumped in to try to save you, Forgar.
Right. That's why you like pushed me closer and held me on the thing that was exploding.
So the next in line
How I save you.
is Quarian. So the giant emerges from this huge pillar of smoke and fire that basically kind of engulfed the entire room. You have two of your friends down.
Does my elemental get to go? Or are we still?
We're still in
beyond
the
that?
same round.
Well, you would go after me, right?
So I'm tired of this.
Oh, I get
It was
it.
attack of opportunity
Yeah.
from you.
From who?
I get jokes.
I get jokes. Yeah, Quarian, you go.
Don't worry about it. Go, Quarian.
Okay, I'm tired of this. I'm going to try to hold it. I'm going to cast hold the monster.
Hold monster is amazing.
Let's see what it does. So it's from the Wand of Binding. Let's check what level this is at. It's a DC 17 hold monster.
17, like what? Wisdom?
I'm checking, just a minute.
Never mind. He failed. So he kind of stops dead in this. That's not fair.
Okay. Anybody still up? Attack.
And I'll just pop my head out and like thumbs up.
Throw Forgar's body.
Whatever you have.
Yeah.
On top of Rookby's body.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can all make your attacks. That's so. Let's do it this way. The next in line is Forgar, so you need to make a death saving throw.
Yeah. 18.
Amazing. So that's a success. Next is the Earth Elemental.
Okay, so does he get advantage?
Yes.
Yes.
Hold. 2 attacks. He's just going to smash it. And yeah, assume a 24 hits. They're all above that. So one of them does 11 damage, and one of them does 12 damage.
Okay.
Actually, these are critical hits, right?
You tell me.
He's paralyzed, so any attack that hits a creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Wow.
Ooh. Shit. So double damage dice.
So if you do double damage, you simply kill him, because with your regular damage it was very close to death. So your Earth Elemental simply walks in and poof, poof, punches him down, and the giant basically dies frozen within his armor. Okay. Whoa.
Okay.
Amazing.
Excellent. Who's next so we can heal and death save?
Yeah.
So Galen.
Yes. I do have one healing potion. I'll put that in Forgar.
Yay!
Yeah.
I saved you.
Thank you so much. So what do I get with that?
You get 5 hit points back, so you're
Right
fine. And I no longer have any healing potions.
Okay.
on. I'm awake. Whoa.
Next is Peleus.
Cure wounds level 4 on Rookvi. Roll. Lead 4, yeah. Plus. That's 27
Oh wow.
for Rookvi.
Awesome. Thanks.
Good. Okay. So,
Okay.
as you stop to heal your friends, a gong echoes through the corridors of the keep, basically inviting everyone to dinner. Dong, dong, dong.
Let's try to push this paralyzed giant inside the kegs and close the door. And we'll go through the dwarves, tell them that the dude is dead.
But
the overseer is dead.
They hear the gong and say, "It's the signal! The signal!"
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
Oh,
We go
no.
back and get back into the cages.
We gotta kill this giant. He's gonna come out.
We killed the giant.
Yeah, you killed him. He's dead. He's dead.
Oh,
You missed it, you and me. They killed it while we were out.
yeah.
I think it was the explosion that I made from that. It's all my doing for sure.
All right, let's get these dwarves armed. Then.
So let me get this straight. One of the dwarfs, like an old toothless one. You let us out of the cage, and now you want us back in the cage to keep working. I know this rescue operation.
Wait for another improvised signal.
Wasn't there supposed to be a secret passage in the kitchen or something like that? And aren't dwarves really good at finding secret passages?
We're very good at finding kitchens.
Fair point.
Let's open the other door from this overseer's room. I assume that leads into the armory.
Yes, exactly. So the other door leads to the armory. Plus,
It's convenient how they keep the armory next to the slave pens.
Sure is.
That's one-on-one dungeon design. Come on. In the armory, you can actually find a couple of plate mails for giants, along with swords and axes. The armors have spikes in them, so the dwarves kind of break them and make them into makeshift clubs. You also find barrels of ale plus a mug made like a giant-sized mug. It weighs 100 pounds, but it's made out of obsidian, and there are veins of silver weaved into the mug, like someone kind of took a large stone and carved it. It's worth a fortune.
We need a bag of holding, guys.
Yeah. Who got the bag of holding?
Somebody have one actually? No.
No.
How hard would it be to carry that?
I'll help you carry that if you
It's
think
100,
two of us can carry
100 pounds. This is how it.
Rook,
Oh, God.
Super awkward
Rook,
shape too.
That's
Either
a
of
new
us
helmet
can
for you.
carry it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I grabbed some hemp and rope, tied around myself. I don't know.
Oh, is there a window from that room?
We don't have a lot of time.
No windows. And
Never mind.
yeah, like even the dwarves kind of look at you, says, "Are you late for dinner or what?"
Yeah, let's go down.
Yeah, so do we just like invite the dwarves to dinner with us and go and kill everybody, or do we try and
Yeah.
escape?
We should try to steal the box.
Exactly.
The Lord, during the dinner, hopefully while we are telling this heroic tale of how we killed the white dragon, as we talked about last time.
It sounds like we're gonna have to split the party.
And then no, we're all there, and then we'll summon the dwarves to get away. Hopefully.
Okay, so we have the dwarves standing outside. We'll pretend like everything's fine. We'll call them in, and
But there are
pretend we're gonna
other
set them on
people.
fire. But they'll come in armed. Oh yeah, exactly. They're gonna see a bunch of armed dwarves.
It's part
We
of the
can't-
act.
We can't
We're
hide
gonna light them
200
on
armed
fire.
dwarves.
I don't think they're as naive as that kid.
I don't think this is gonna work.
We need to just.
The dwarves need to stay here until we are ready. They can't.
But they can't be close together, right? Like this is they can't put the dining room right next to the armory, which is right next to the. I mean, it can't be that bad of an architect.
No, it's downstairs. We're just above the room.
Exactly. So actually, you guys. Whoops, that was a mistake. As you guys kind of peek from the portcullis that through which you got into this room. You remember I told you you were in the assembly hall. You ascended the staircase and then went into the prison cells. So in the assembly cell, like it's a huge hall with this massive hulk of a construct in it. So this is basically, this room was converted to a dining hall. And at the top of the, like at the far end of the dining hall, there is the forge. On top of it is the iron flask, which is kind of blazing hot. It sits upon a pedestal and then runs the dining table with all basically the royal family, the draw, and they're kind of like waiting for you. Goblins are everywhere, dressed like waitresses. Like waiters, sorry.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Do we know what room is above that table?
So there is no room above this table. It's like I think I told you it's like a 300-foot tall room or something like that.
Ah, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
What about beneath it?
That's something else.
Brian, on the map, the picture of the map that Emiliano posted, that's the upper stairs. It's like in the northeast, where you can't see the map, like more further northeast from what we can see of that map, that the dining room is, I think.
Okay.
I think the dwarves just need to wait, like in with the giant contraption or with the cells, and keep making improvised weapon until
To hear a signal. Now, what is a signal?
Screams of us dying.
Why don't we just charge in with the dwarves and catch them by surprise and just...
We need to
we're gonna have to fight these guys.
We need to get close to the Lord to get the box. We don't need to kill all the dwarves, we just need to get
Does
the box.
he have the box on him?
He did.
It's in a-
last we saw him.
It's in a pedestal, right? In the
Or did they put it on a pedestal?
Yes, above the forge. So
Above
it's
the
kind of
forge.
it's kind of a display.
right at the end of the dining hall, the dining table, right?
We can't touch it. It's too hot, so how are we gonna get it?
We were gonna use the dwarves as a distraction.
Gotta throw.
And the
Wasn't
dwarves-
that the
Use the
original
dwarves to-
plan?
I don't understand how that helps us get magical oven mitts. We still can't grab it. If we can't grab it, then this whole plan is...
Are you able to raise the
We need a bigger.
skill?
We need a bigger metal box.
I'm sure we can touch it for a little while, just enough to get it out of here.
Brian, are you able to raise the giant, or is it
Negative.
So, are you approaching the dining table?
We probably should.
We probably should. That's I don't know what else to do.
So
Press the
I
save
could
button.
try-
Save.
F5. He made it a quick save.
I could try and cast suggestion on the king and make him do it at disadvantage. And maybe that would just solve all of our problems.
What
Thoughts?
are you
Yeah, maybe
suggesting?
as the king's wife.
do?
I would suggest that he entrust us with the safekeeping of the heart. We will make sure that it stays safe up until the time where they're ready to put it in that construct.
Oh, they're ready. I mean, he said that they're going to put it. This is going to be their new forge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it like
It is a fire
happening?
forge.
I have a potion of gaseous form that was handed down to me by Eileen. And everything you're wearing and carrying turns into the gaseous form, so you can grab it, drink the potion, and then just float out into any crack anywhere.
Yeah,
In
or
gaseous form.
that work as well. Well, I mean, I don't have to word it that way. I could say entrust us with it, or let us put it in the construct for you. You know,
Or can I see it again?
even remotely reasonable, he'll do it if he fails to save.
Question is, isn't the
And-
drow lady going to tell him that we tried to attack her? And she obviously doesn't trust us anymore. She knows that we're
It won't.
her rivals.
It won't matter if he. It won't matter if he fails to save. He's the king.
But didn't the kid say the queen is got a bit more sway than he does?
Sure, I'll cast it on her. I don't care. You point me at someone, I'll cast it.
Point
I
and
wasn't
click.
here. I don't know the. I'm sure. So you just tell me who to cast. I can cast it.
Well, the kid just told us that before we
Then-
sent him.
Then we gaseous form that thing out of here, and we use the dwarves as a distraction.
Sounds like a plan. So, you approach the table. And as you do, all the guests stand up. So you can see the goblins, who obviously know that you have been wandering around and seeking for back doors. There is also the elf woman who looks at you. She's smiling, but that's a smile because she also knows like who and what you are. There is the Duke's son, who is looking at you, raising his eyebrows as he points at his sister, who is wearing a dress, and she looks unhappy. There is Duke Zalto, who looks at you with a twinkle in his eye. Maybe he knows something that you don't. And there's the Queen, who seems kind of anxious. She keeps looking back to the fiery iron flask resting on top of the pedestal. And then the king kind of lets you all, motions with his hand, so you can all sit down. And he is about to say something when someone floats into the room. All of the crowd, all of the people, all of the servants, everyone are like, they shut up at this point, and they look at this repulsive creature who is hovering just like, you know, a couple of inches above the floor with his black leathery robes floating around him. His hands, long and almost skeletal, are entwined in front of his tentacled face as he floats into the room next to the king, and then the king looks at him, leans over, and the creature looks at you and whispers something on the king's ear. And you all identify Vosterava, the Illithid. And this is where we'll stop for tonight.
We did.
How boring. Like,
Oh, wait.
couldn't you find something more interesting?
We're super dead.
Did the drow respond somehow to this?
So she looks like intrigued.
Okay.
Like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
And is the sparkly elf here or not?
The sparkly elf is actually one of the guests in the dinner.
Oh. So he's still here. Good.
Yes.
If we decide to kill him for leading us here, I mean, no, ask him to help us get out of here.
Yeah, because he's the only ally between this devil, this fire giant, and this illithid.
Ally? Really? Ally?
Oh, and the closest thing to one.
And then the king says, let us all sit. And yes, and we'll stop here. As the guests kind of sit down, push their chairs, quietly looking at one another and at you.
So next session, just a nice quiet dinner, and then we all go home.
That's right. And we get to leave politely and kindly. How many minutes have passed since I summoned the Earth Elemental at this point?
No, he's probably still with you, like it's for a couple of hours, right?
It's an hour, I think.
Yeah, you still have him.
Okay, so I'll just say like 45 minutes left.
Yep.
We come in like bloody and covered in soot.
And this illithid, where did we meet him?
He was torturing Kavan in the Xanathar's lair.
And he was...
Right, so he's an ally of the Xanathar.
And he was commanding the submarine that you have been wandering around at. And if you remember back then, I don't know if you actually know this or not.
I remember my character like interacting with something and getting vision of the drow. Yeah. Oh, sorry, the mind flare.
I think you know that he was also on that island with the mutilated tritons.
Mm-hmm.
He was also there.
We didn't run into him, but I think I got visions of.
Yes, exactly.
Finding the submarine.
Taking another submarine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Quarian, like, it's clearly he's been using a submarine because his eyes are like they're made of gems.
You have the same stab wound.
Brother.
Just do the secret hand sign and everything is okay.
Yes. Okay. Actually, Brian, I'm very happy that you made it because I don't know how on earth we would have summarized this session for you. Like next time, this like.
Yeah, it would have been effed up too. Thanks. I'm glad I could join, guys. I'll take off now that my battery's actually pretty low.
All right, man. Thanks for coming.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
So have a great
Peace,
week.
guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
See you.
Good night.
Bye.